Okay, a good day to you, class. For this discussion, we're going to talk about the concept of probability. This is stemming directly from our lesson on sample spaces because probability talks about a particular chance of an event happening. Particularly in our module, probability is defined as the likelihood or the expectation of a certain event happening in a given experimental space. Sample of experimental space is, of course, throwing a coin, choosing kung ano yung uulamin mo, choosing kung ano yung susuot mo, okay? Deciding on what particular things to buy when you are doing online shopping, etc., etc. Okay? But before we get overwhelmed with the idea of probability, let's talk about the simpler concepts first. In mathematics, the probability of an event E is defined in the formula small letter n over n, where our small n here, the numerator, is the event, is the number of outcomes in the event E, whereas the large N is the number of the events in the entire sample space of an experiment. Okay? So, usually, when we're talking about an event E, we are talking about the event that we are interested in. Okay? One of the earlier examples here I have put in the module is the probability of rolling an even number from a six-sided dice, which in this case is P of E. Let's say the event E is the event of getting an even number from a six-sided die. Okay? So, saan po ba nanggaling yung 3 over 6 dito? Okay? We recall that the probability of E is the probability of N, the sample space, the number of outcome in the event that we are talking about, over the number of the events in the entire experiment that we have. Okay? So, what we are interested in is the number of even numbers rolling from a six-sided dice. So, ano ba yung mga even numbers sa isang six-sided dice? Okay? We have number 2, number 4, and number 6. Number 8 is, of course, hindi kasama dahil wala naman pong number 8 doon sa isang six-sided dice. We're talking about a regular dice here, okay? So, 2, 4, and 6. That's 3 possible outcome in the sample space, in the event E. Okay? Whereas, yung ating pong events sa pag-roll ng isang six-sided dice is 6. Okay, we can get 1, can get 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we have 6 possible outcomes there. Okay, so the probability of getting an even number is basically just 3 over 6 or 1/2 or 50%. At this juncture, I have to talk about the highest possible probability is 1, while the lowest possible probability is 0. Okay? So, wala po tayong negative probability. Wala din po tayong probability get greater than 1 or 100%. Okay? So, let's have here example number 1. In a throw of a single dice, what is the chance or probability of getting an even number, an odd number, a prime number, a composite number, a number greater than 2, and a number less than 3? So, isa-isahin po natin yan. Okay? So, first thing, when you are solving these kinds of problems, you have to understand or you have to note kung ilan yung number of outcomes sa sample space. Okay? So, in throwing a dice, there are 6 possible results. So, that is what you are seeing here highlighted. The sample space S, which contains the outcome 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Hence, our N, capital N, is equal to 6. Okay, so our first event that we are interested in is getting an even number that we have already solved earlier. Okay, so in this case, the answer is 50%. There's a 50% chance of getting an even number when you roll a single six-sided dice. Okay, in the terms of odd numbers, okay, ano ba odd numbers sa six-sided dice? We have 1, 3, and 5. So that is, again, 3 events that we are interested in divided by the total number of outcome, which is 6. So 3 over 6, that is 1 half or 50%. Okay, prime numbers naman, yung letter C, of course, prime numbers, we have 2, 3, and 5. For composite number, we have 4 and 6. You have to understand, or you have to remember, that 1 is neither prime nor composite. Okay, so kung nakalimutan nyo na po yung definition ng prime or composite, I highly suggest you search it. Kasi of course, pag na-search nyo, mas maaalala nyo siya. Okay, so for composite, we only have 2 outcomes. Okay, so that is only 4 and 6. That is 2 divided by all of the possible outcomes, 2 divided by 6, which is 33.33%. For event E, we're looking for a number greater than 2. So, mga numbers greater than 2 is of course 3, 4, 5, and 6. That is 4 events that we are interested in divided by the total number of outcomes, which is 6. So 4 over 6, that is 66.66%. Repeating yung 6. Okay? And finally, you have for numbers less than 3 in a dice roll, you have the numbers only 1 and 2, which is 2 out of 6 and 33.33%. You have to remember always, when probability, the main idea, walang nababago dito ha, walang exception to the rule. Okay, the main idea for probability is the number of events, okay, the number of outcomes in the event that we are interested in divided by the number of outcomes in the entire sample space. Okay, so again, yung sample space ay napag-aralan na po natin last meeting. Okay, so let's have example number 2 here. Okay, suppose we have a 2 6-sided dice. So nag-roll daw tayo ng dalawang dice na 6-sided. Okay, so tinatanong niya, what is the probability of getting a sum less than 7? Okay, so pag pinag-plus daw natin yung mga face ng dice, ilan daw yung probability na makakuha tayo ng sum that is less than 7? So, ano po ba yung mga sum na yun? That is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The problem is, makakuha ka ba ng 1? Okay? And the answer is no. Because, ang pinakamababang pwede mong makuha ng sum, pag nag-roll ka ng dalawang dice, ay 1 and 1. So, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. 2 na yung pinakamababa na pwede mong makuhang sum when you are rolling 2 6-sided dice. Ano naman kaya yung pinakamataas? Okay, of course, ang pinakamataas is pag nakukuha ka ng pinakamataas sa individual dices or sa individual dice, which is 6, and getting another 6, so that will be 6 plus 6 is equal to 12. Okay? But, ano ba yung mga possible outcomes dito? Pwede mo bang sabihin na ang outcome lang naman ng sum ay 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And as such, that is correct. Yun lang naman yung possible outcomes. Ang nakakalimutan nating intindihin is that ilang 6 kaya yung mga pwede mong makuha? Ilang 5, ilang 4, ilang 2, ilang 12, etc., etc. Okay? So, mas madali natin yung makita kapag itinable natin siya in this particular case. Okay? So, suppose itong yellow ay yung dice 1, itong blue ay yung dice number 2. Okay? So, pag nakaroll tayo ng 1 and 1 sa dalawang dice, pag pinagsum natin 1 plus 1, that is 2. Okay? And then, pag nakakuha tayo ng 2 sa second dice and 1 sa first dice, of course, 2 plus 1, that is 3. Okay? So, that is the idea. You have to recall that the number of sample space or the number of outcomes in the sample space of rolling 2 dice or 2 6-sided dice is 36. Diba? Pwede ka makuha 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. And then 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6. And then so on and so forth. Okay? So that is 36 number of outcomes. Okay? So, sa 36 na yun, ilan kaya yung sum na 2? You have here, isa lang. Okay, ilan yung sum na 3? Merong dalawang 3. Okay? Ilan yung sum na 4? Meron tayong tatlong 4. Okay? Ilan yung sum na 5? Meron tayong apat na 5. 1, 2, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, ilan yung sum na 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You can count from here on out. Okay? So, dito pa lang, dapat ma-expose na kayo sa idea na, alam ko yung mga event na mangyayari. Alam ko na yung sum ay nagre-range lamang from 2 to 12. What you have to know, what you have to remember is ilang 12s, ilang 2, ilang 8 yung magpapakita doon. Kasi, baka akala mo pare-parehong beses na nangyayari yan. Pero hindi. As you can see here, yung 2, isang beses lang out of 36 nagpapakita. Okay? Yung 8, 5 beses. Yung 7, 6 na beses na nagpapakita. Okay? So, obviously, as you can see in the table, mas madalas mangyari na makakuha ka ng sum na 7 kaysa makakuha ka ng sum na 2. Okay? So, what I'm just reminding you here again is you have to go back to logic first. Okay? While maganda may instincts ka, kailangan mo ring tignan talaga. Okay? So, the probability of getting a sum that is less than 7, so ano yung mga sum na yon? So, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and wala ngang 1. So, ilan kaya yung sum na less than 7? So, of course, yung mga 6. So, ilan yung 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 na 6 doon. Okay? And then yung mga 5s. So, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Apat na 5. So, meron na tayo agad 9. Okay? So, sa 4 ilan? 4, 4, and 4. So, tatlo. 5 na 6, 4 na 5, 3 na 4. Okay, dalawang 3 at isang 2. So, that's 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. So, ilan po yon? That is simply 15 events. Okay? And then, ilan ba lahat ng nasa sample space? You have 36. Okay? So, 15 over 36, that is 5 over 12 or 41.66%. Okay? So the probability of getting a sum that is less than 7 is 5 over 12. Okay? At this juncture, let me tell you na mas maganda yung fractions in this case. Okay? Kasi yung mga decimal, yes, madali silang i-express na range from 0 to 100. But for the most precise measurements when it comes to probability, mas maganda siyang tingnan in terms of fractions. Okay? So, of course, there are times na nagbibigay ng mga initial condition. For example, the same sample space, nag-roll tayo ng isang dice, right? Okay? Nag-roll tayo ng isang dice. Kapag yung isang dice ay nag-fall sa 6, kapag 6 na agad yung isang dice, okay? Ano kaya yung probability na makakuha ka ng sum na less than 7? Okay? So 6 na yung isa. Tapos tinatanong mo, what's the probability of getting a sum less than 7? Of course, the answer is wala. The answer is none. There's no probability to get a sum that is less than 7. Kasi kapag yung first dice ay 6 na, yung sa second dice, ang pinakamababa na pwede niya makuha ay 1. So, 6 plus 1, 7 na agad yun. And that is not less than 7. Okay? Of course, kung yung iba mo pang pwedeng makuha sa second dice ay mas mataas na sa 1. So, lalo kang tataas sa 7 instead of asking the sum that is less than 7. That is actually seen here in the table. Kung papansinin ninyo, dito, sa column, na yung first dice ay nakakuha ng 6, wala nang chance dyan na makakuha ka ng sum that is less than 7. Kasi ang pinakamababang sum na makakuha mo na agad ay yung 7. Okay? So, however, dito muna tayo sa simula. Okay? So, these are just an explanation and etc. etc. Okay? That's another approach to the problem. Kapag hindi ka gumagawa ng table, you just look at the logic. So, ano ba yung logic dyan? Ang logic is, you imagine, pag nakakuha ka, pag yung isang dice ay nag-fall down ng 6, okay, wala na tayong gagawin doon kasi wala talaga 0 there. Pag nag-fall down yung isang dice sa 5, ilan yung sum that is less than 7? Okay? So, 5, pwede siya ma-partner kay 1. So, meron agad isang particular case. Okay? Pag yung second, pag yung unang dice, nag-fall down ng 4, ilan yung possible? So, 4 and 1, 4 and 2. So, that is 2. Okay, so yung pinakikita nyo dito, 0, kasi there are no ways na makakuha ka ng 7 doon sa, pag nakakakuha ka ng 6 sa first dice. 1, kasi 5 and 1 lang. Okay, alam kong pwede yung paliktarin, di ba? 1 and 5, pero mamaya yan. Okay, so kapag 5 yung first dice, ang chance lang na makakuha ka ng sum that is less than 7 is only kapag yung susunod na dice ay 1. So, there's only one way there. Kapag yung first dice ay 4, so pwede ka makakuha ng 4, 1 and 4, 2. And then, kapag yun ay 3, pwede ka makakuha ng 3, 1, 3, 2, and 3, 3. Kapag yung first dice ay 2, so meron kang 2, 5. Ay, sorry, mali na pala. Hindi pala 2, 5. 2, 4. Okay, so 2, 4, 2, 3, 2, 2, and 2, 1. Okay? And finally, kapag 1, yung first dice, si 1, pwede mo i-partner kay 5. So, yun na yung sinasabi ko na darating din tayo sa 1, 5. Okay? Kung ito, yung pinakauna ay 5, 1, dito na makikita si 1, 5. 1, 5, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, and 1, 1. So, 5 ways. Kapag ang first dice mo ay 1. So, yung second dice, pwede siya magkaroon ng 5 possible drops doon. So, you can see here the 15 ways, okay, to get the probability there. Okay, so 15 over all the probabilities, which all the events. So, 15 over 36, and nasolve na natin yan kanina. Okay, so that is just an introduction to probability. I'm going to end this recording para hindi mawala yung inyong attention span. Okay?